Yo, 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 yo. Let me try to get the door open a little more. Look, hot take number 2. And y'all know that I'm a internationally known and locally respected Cleveland Browns fan. And all of this talk with Deshaun Watson. I have a different spin on it. And some of y'all heard my take when I laced his ass up for just being stupid and putting yourself in bad situations, trying to hook up with these young ladies. Damn it, Deshaun, there's better ways to hook up. I'm going to tell you that right now. I've hooked up several times in my life. I ain't have to get a massage therapist. And even when my massage therapist did want to hook up with me, she actually quit being my massage therapist. It was amazing. But maybe I've said too much. Anyway, look. This is the problem that I have with the Deshaun Watson situation. I see people on TV who are taking these crazy shots and treating this man like the devil. I see people in the news keep on treating this man like the devil. I see people go and they put a false narrative out there and are starting to call him rapist. They're starting to say that he should never play in the NFL again. He should do this, he should do that. And this is one of the things that I have to tell you. These are facts of this case. Now, no one has ever had a chance to see, most general public, we haven't had a chance to see all of the evidence as far as this case goes, but this is some interesting facts. And I use my own mind, not the mind that people want to program and tell me what to think. First and foremost, they say that he had over 60-something massage therapists in a 17-month span, which for those who don't know, that's sort of normal for a lot of professional athletes who use services, and those services will employ a whole lot of massage therapists, and they'll send you different people. So the number is not that alarming to me. Maybe the way he went about getting those therapists and personally inviting them himself, that's alarming. But this is the thing, and as the case dug in, and I am old wanted to be lawyer type of student, I say this. Y'all hear me out on this. 60 plus women. 20 of those women came to his defense and said that he was a gentleman and he didn't try to do the things or whatever. There's been more women who actually said they voluntarily had sex with him. The ironic part about this is several of the women who said they had sex with him voluntarily were also in the lawsuit. Amongst the issues with this case that I have seen is that it's basically a bunch of people's words against this man. Now, I'm not saying he's innocent, but I do have questions. When you have an attorney who's basically running an ad to tell people that they will get paid to tell a certain story about a person, and then throughout the process of this trial time, and I'm saying trial in the sense of public trial, we found out that a young lady actually had tried to bribe her son to not tell the truth about a situation when she came home, and she was very, very happy that she had worked with this man. We've had bodyguards tell the truth that these women came out the room and were very, very ecstatic. We've had owners of the massage therapy talk about how ecstatic they were. We've had situations where a therapist, a woman's advocate, actually stepped forward and said, "I believe that most times I always believe the woman. I always believe, but it's lies being told here." We've had all of this happen. We've had several people get caught in lies. We've had people who've done nude pictures after the fact. We've had people who stayed in contact with this man after the fact of their claims. We've in a friendly contact too, So we've had a lot of different things that might explain why the NFL went from it was 20 plus women that were accusing them of this to where the NFL said, you know what, we're just going to shrink it down and we're going to take 4 of those because the rest of them are not credible. Even after the NFL took their 4, the judge said you might have violated the conduct policy. Now, the conduct policy is different from law. Conduct policy is you can be out here and be wild and being a whore and acting a damn fool, and you might not have broken the law, but you broke the conduct policy. You tripping. So that's basically what he did, because even in that scenario, the judge actually said that there was no acts of violence or crimes committed. That's a big thing. So when you had two different jurisdictions in Houston, and trust me, getting an indictment, you can indict a damn breakfast roll. So the fact that they couldn't get an indictment, this is two different juries that couldn't get an indictment, total lack of evidence. We can't even go forward to even try him for anything. It's nothing here. A judge says the same thing. There's no crime here. What we are talking about is treating this man this way, and he didn't commit a crime. Maybe his acts was that of being, you know what I'm saying, too much, doing too much, which I would agree with. But it's a far difference from what the public is trying to accuse him of. Now, on the flip side of this, we get deeper, because the reason that I'm having problems with the NFL, and the reason why I'm having problems with the general public and the way that they act and the way that they respond on these things, it gets deep for me, because I've sat and I've watched Robert Kraft, who broke a law, who paid for the 9-9, the happy ending, and I've seen the NFL do nothing to him. I've seen the Houston Texans, who have basically settled cases and being complicit with Mr. Watson, have no anything levied against them. I've seen a hideous situation in the Dallas Cowboys organization, to where there were accusations of all kind of sexual misconduct, and Jerry Jones and none of his people have actually faced any serious consequences. The franchise has not faced any serious consequences. Then we move on to Daniel Snyder, who's basically had, I mean, you could write a book on this guy. You talking about rape charges. You talking about, I mean, all kind of, not necessarily charges. Let me recant that, but accusations of this man with attempted rape, being all out of line. There was one situation where they was talking about that he was literally trying to strong arm and pull a girl into his car, and his attorney had to stop him. Like, that would not be smart. Don't do it. You know, and now they're trying to serve him paperwork because of his conduct, that the damn Congress or one of them want to talk to him, and he's out floating around the damn ocean next to France, trying not to get served. Yet and still the NFL has done nothing about that. We've seen Ben Roethlisberger, who was accused of 2 rape cases, actually get his sentence, and it was accused, not rape cases, attempted rape, assault. It was physical. You know what I mean? The details of the situation, it was physical. It was violent. You know what I mean? And this is what he was accused of, violence. These women aren't even accusing this man of violence. They're just confusing him with being a damn pervert. Now, as we see these things unfold, and we see all these people in the NFL who are not receiving real punishments, owners who haven't received anything. Even my team, the Cleveland Browns, our owner had his offices raided by the feds. No punishment at all. What's going on here, NFL? What's going on here, public? It seems that y'all have a very, very strong opinion when it's a certain type of person who does the wrong thing. And keep in mind, I will say this 100 times. I don't think that Deshaun Watson was right for being a freak. But I do look at the reaction of the general public, and I see how you single out certain people and you blow their situation out the water to make them the worst things ever. And what's even more disturbing is that the same people, some of the same top-notch journalists, TV people, and this, that, and the other, they made jokes. What's wrong with the old man paying for a hand job? What's wrong with the old man trying to get him some, when these other individuals were involved in things? Oh, that's the way it goes when you're a billionaire. You get what you want. But now this kid is the devil for not breaking any laws. I tell you what, y'all can think on that any way you want to. Y'all can get the lines that I'm trying to connect here. Y'all can do whatever you want to do with it. But we still have a long way to go in the treatment and fairness of anybody, even those who have done a little wrong. A little wrong, just like in the Brittany Griner situation, for certain people doesn't mean, well, shouldn't mean that you get your head chopped off. And a lot of wrong for certain people shouldn't get them a pass. That's all I'm saying. Quick take. I'm out.